Sally, in addition to your project Crossing the Tribal Divide, I also know that you're a accomplished fiction writer. Your two novels, JoJo and The Winter Boy, are really excellent. I wondered, do you incorporate any of the work in fiction in your presentations about your project?
Definitely. In fact, I'm not the first person to start doing that. I find that groups have been contacting me and talking to me about how JoJo opened their minds about multiracial diversity and preconceptions and prejudice, or how The Winter Boy made them rethink what it is to be angry at other people and angry enough and that you create a culture of hate and even of war. And I'm delighted that readers are responding to my books this way, so that I've been invited by book discussion groups to talk to them about these subjects. And we start with the books, but then we go so much further afield to our own experiences and our own natural biases, preconceptions, and develop some very honest discussions. There's also more formal presentations and workshops that I do, in which some of the programs that are available start with one of these books, with people reading them. And then we go further to try to see how we can take what we've learned from the novels into our own lives to expand our awareness. And as I said, ferment that creative chaos so that we can increase the potential. In corporations, for instance, I have often spoken and facilitated discussions in corporations in which they just get so used to how all the other people in their group think and talk that they stay on a very narrow, rutted pathway. And my aim is to jump the ruts, make them get out into the mud, make them go into the woods where it's so dense they're not sure where they are, and come out of there with new ideas and new perspectives to perhaps come up with a new product, a new way of marketing, perhaps a new way of relating to their customers and to people on the street that they run into. It's a whole ecosystem and social system that I would like to promote.
I mean, that's so important these days, especially in the corporate setting. One of the hot topics is leadership.
Yes.
And how to, break the mold and be more effective and be more productive. And really that's a issue in creativity, in creative thinking and then being able to implement those creative thoughts.
Yes.
So I can definitely see how this would apply.
And also, I love also talking to young people whose minds are not yet, well, most of them aren't yet set and molded. Some of them are, and you have to give them a little bit of a shock, a little bit of a jump. But I enjoy talking to university students. I've even gone as low as elementary school kids who, when they get it, they just start spinning tales and ideas that would make all their parents and grandparents very proud of teaching them how to think beyond the very boxy, limited rules and lessons that they are normally taught in school.
Sounds very exciting, and I definitely see how all this comes together to bridge that divide that we started off talking about.
Yes.
Makes a great deal of sense. So how can people get in touch with you if they want to know more about your books or these programs that you have to offer?
Well, I have a website called crossingthetribaldivide.com. That's crossingthetribaldivide.com. They also can email me, Sally with a Y at Grotta, GROTTA.net. And I'd love to hear from anyone who wants to discuss this topic. And of course, my books are available everywhere.
Excellent. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. This was very interesting and a lot of fun.
Thank you, Alfred. It's always a delight chatting with you.
Talk to you soon.
Every workshop, lecture, or program that I give is designed specifically for the needs and interests of the audience. What are your objectives and challenges, and how may I help? Please contact me to discuss creating a program for your company, community, school, or organization that will address your particular concerns and objectives. I can be reached through the contact form on my website, sallywienergrotta.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.